Facts.
So
Right.
yeah, and it just took like people our age to actually have guys who just now coming home, like, meeting them, for them to
Yeah.
realize, like, dude, I would give anything to not have to sit down for 25 something years, So yeah, that's just what that is, man.
Man, when that cat went in, man, motherfuckers were still using DVDs, and I remember that cat was on
You
that
right.
cat was on the table like, yeah, even the weed man, he got his chain. If he want a bitch, he got him a bitch. That's why everybody respected. I'm like, man, you sat
Yeah.
down right after that. You
Yep.
came out this year. This year.
Yeah.
And they ruining your name. God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, they putting that rat jacket on him and all
Yeah.
kind of shit, man. So yeah, man, that crime, it don't pay.
No, it don't.
Hopefully
No
these young
longevity
kids,
in it.
that part, man. There's no 401k. There's an AK, but no 401k.
Right.
These kids
Right.
get caught up, and plus the drugs didn't change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what people were saying, man, I can't even find a crackhead to cut my grass. Now
Motherfuckers was useful.
Facts. Yo, super strong.
They're
Yo,
like-
get in a fight with a crackhead, man. You better get that work.
I do the front and the back. Give me $15. You got it. Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
You can get some
Yeah.
water out the hose while you're working. Go ahead, man. Knock yourself
Right.
out.
Got some leftover sandwiches. I'm gonna set them on the porch, man, on the bottom step. Don't
Knock on the
cross that
screen door
motherfucker.
when you're done. Knock on the
Right.
screen door when you're done. But
Yeah, just throw
man,
the plate.
now you got these motherfuckers on that boy. You got these pills, and
Yeah.
these motherfuckers is they dying. Crackhead, be up, 36 hours straight. These motherfuckers go to sleep for that long nap. Fucking around with them pills.
Yeah. That no.
Motherfucker be sleeping in your front yard. Just
Man, we had one
Standing up.
We're in the station, man, broad daylight.
Yeah.
We getting dressed like this. All right, man. We'll be back. We'll be back, man. Just spread shit off, man.
Right.
What you gonna do, man?
Yeah, like the old boy said, he was like, man, now these junkies, they don't even, you used to go to the barbershop, you could find, puppies, arm oil, steaks, all kind of goofy shit crackhead to bring to you. Now you got these junkies running around here with a pocket full of spark plugs, just shit you really don't need. I mean, you got a full set, you got 4? Nah, I just got 2. Yo, goofy ass out of here.
Make it work. I go get the other 2 from somewhere else.
I don't think about it. I had a lot of crackhead labor.
Crackheads
I
was
don't
the
know.
shit.
I don't know any good one I can call right now and go get.
Exactly.
That sounds bad as a problem, but
Right.
it is a problem.
Yeah.
and you in the birth of crack right now. That's where they invented crack at. Where you at?
Yeah, they got pink kind now.
Damn.
Where you at, man?
I'm in Colombia, man.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah. That's they called that shit. That's where that bass came from.
Is that
Yeah.
Medellin?
That Medellin, yeah.
Yeah, they
That
put
coca
little-
bass. Motherfuckers
um,
getting
Raekwon
high off the
said-
residue.
We put some milk in it. The junkies love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I heard motherfuckers say they put cinnamon in that shit, all kind of shit.
Man, you see all type of shit out here, man.
I can only
Damn.
imagine.
They got Julie's a child cooking the coke, nigga. Yeah, they said, motherfucker, that's where that bass came from. The locals was getting high off the residue from packaging that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because those bags is like canvas and it was sticking there. You can just roll
Yeah.
it out. They still use
Yeah.
the same bags now, man. Same bags for the coffee, same bags for the rice, same bags for the cocoa.
Damn.
Yeah. Use the right bag.
But they don't wear shit out here. I tell you that now. Everything's
God.
getting used.
Damn. Like
Clean,
yeah, man, go.
clean the cocaine off that motherfucker and put some coffee in it.
Yeah, get
Turn
some
around, use the
coffee.
leaves and put your food on it.
So that show where they be catching motherfuckers with luggage and shit and the smuggling show.
Nah, man, because these cats is way better than that, man. They're flying drones and shit, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the project over in Carousel was doing over here. monitoring what they're doing over here.
Yeah.
So man, these guys got a better system than.
Right, because see, my wife will put that shit on, and we both will sit there and say, like, if they televising this shit, these are the mules, man. These are the throwaway motherfuckers. This just to get their eyes on.
These are the come ups, like
Right.
the come ups. You know what I'm saying?
This the easy, you know what I'm saying? Like the
stuff
real
in
shit,
shoes and shit.
The money y'all don't see. You know,
tunnels and tunnels with caves and
yeah. It's on some submarine and shit.
I mean,
Well,
here
I would
that's
say a
about to
little bit
legalize
more.
it, so it's not about to be a crime anymore.
They're about to legalize cocaine down there.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it to piss off Trump.
Nice. Nice.
So you
Just
keep
to
bringing
fuck
these
with it.
fucking criminals back, man. I told you I don't want them.
Damn. I just saw some dude got.
Oh, you been seeing them come in?
Oh, they
Good,
Hey, man,
man.
Hold on, fam. Say allegedly. Allegedly. We live. I don't want nobody fucking with my man's location and doing any type of thing like that.
Allegedly, they home.
Allegedly. Don't be asking them questions like that, so
Allegedly, they home. They allegedly home.
Turn these cameras on real quick, man.
You trying to line up Sully, man. What the hell you doing?
We ain't trying to line them up. I said, now they usually miss what I said. See, thinking I'm being wrong.
Nah, but they're really coming in. They going back to Venezuela, man. But Venezuela about to have a whole army. See, they don't think about that. You send all these cats back down. They're mad. They're hungry, and they're going back to the family they're trying to take care of. And they already, they about to have a whole army. So all the gang leaders are going back to Venezuela to lead their troops.
Good.
They're at the Colombian border. We are there. This is the National Guard down there.
Good.
Because Colombia's like, we got to push it to Venezuela. So what's going to happen, man?
At least they not here. At least they not here. Good. At least they not here.
Listen.
Keep thinking that, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell
Yeah, money talks. Keep thinking that, man.
Say it.
When this magic powder become legal, and they start making this shit in laboratories and saying this for medical purposes and all that shit, and having all y'all strung out on it across the world.
Well, ain't no y'all, but this is, you know, I'm not saying, listen, I agree with you because nobody thought that, remember when they said that, I think we talked about this shit a few times. Remember when they said marijuana was a gateway drug to crack? Mm-hmm. And we ain't had not every motherfucker who smoked that shit that I know of I know motherfuckers still smoking it since we was teenagers and they ain't hit the pipe yet. So it's not far, and it's legal now. You know, what used to be a gateway drug is now legal. So it's not far-fetched. They're going to make it legal. I just say, don't make that shit legal over here. That's not a problem we need. Send the motherfuckers back. We don't need that problem.
But at the same time, what Colombia's trying to do is show that it's not a funnel for negativity. But if you got all the women in the world you can want walking around here, right?
Right.
And then now you're gonna make cocaine to pick up and go to McDonald's.
Let me ask you.
That's not a good mix. You gonna get all of them. You gonna get worse people that just want to come do that. That's why we come here now. It's for the sex and drug tourism.
Like I said, man, they only make it because the States is the biggest client.
Right.
It's an Amsterdam thing. I get that, but go do that shit in a place designated for it. Versus we got motherfuckers like, I mean, you know, I'm out here in Cali, man. It ain't, you know, you starting to see it's getting a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing motherfuckers just leaning everywhere in certain places, but you know, me and the Cuddy, we was at odds over that because I'm one of them like, don't legalize that shit because we're gonna have a bigger problem. Come on, babe. We're gonna have it's gonna be a bigger issue with that. I see that shit, and I know that you guys have seen it. And y'all, you know, you guys' profession, and I know you've seen it. I see it in the hospital. You know what I mean? That's some rough shit, man.
But I see more folks getting fucked up off of prescription shit now. Again, like I said in the beginning, you know, the drug of choice has changed, and it's coming from Walgreens.
Yeah.
You know, the what you call it, the oxys and you know, all that other shit, those perks. That shit is moving. That's the new crack. You know, so if they legalize cocaine, I get that spin, but again, Sauce is over there. But we'll, get the passports. We'll travel just to kick it, just like folks come to Vegas to let their hair down and do whatever the hell they want to do. They're gonna do the same thing over in Colombia. Like,
Absolutely, I feel that's
really,
a good thing, though.
Yeah, like you said, they're gonna keep it over there, but that appetite coming home.
The way they use it, the way they use it here is, I don't think will change because the cops really don't care about it. The street, they don't care. It's too much of it to care. So, but it really is saying, okay, well now, because people are afraid that Trump is going to start labeling all these narcos as terrorist organizations, which will give him the right to move into people's countries.
Oh, that is
and,
right.
And start drones. So that's why, well, if I make it legal, then my cartels will put their weapons down and find a different method to make money, and then my country will be targeted. So it's a little, backward thinking on that drone. Yeah,
politics. It's politics. Like, look, man, because he said he's already deemed what Mexican cartels as terrorists. He put them on the list. So that is forward thinking from the Colombian president or whatever. Like, look here, you can't come after start dropping fucking drones and shit or dropping bombs over here just because you deem these guys a terrorist organization.
Right.
And also, let's not forget, man, it's always about the money.
Oh,
if they make a donation, he would be like, you know what? Yeah, like you said, Sauce, keep that shit over there. We good, knowing damn well, none of us own no boats, no planes. How you think that shit get here?
Oh, well, we know that, man. I mean, like I said, there was a movie on it, and Gary Webb blew that shit up. The reporter who blew open the story about how the Iran Contras was affecting
Oliver North. How they funded their whole organ. Yeah, that's what Snowfall and all that shit was.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
How it started over there and ended up in the black neighborhoods over here. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not pro that shit, because it was used as a fucking pretty much a biological weapon for our people over here. You know what I mean? That money that was used on the backs and lives of our people who was locked up for selling it, using it, whatever, that money the government was using to fund political shit over there. So I think it's foolish for us to then say, oh yeah, man, let's just go take it and fuck with it recreationally after it's been used to harm us, after kids been born with this shit in their system, and the effects of that are irrevocable, irreparable. So that's my stance on that. But yeah, man, hey, make that shit legal.
What we doing? Are we ready to rip?
Yeah, man, we ready to rip.
Drop that beat, Nick.
Why are you acting all cold, man? You acting brand new this evening, man. Go ahead.
It's still fucking freezing over here, bro. Like it's still cold to motherfucker in Kuwait.
Oh yeah, that nighttime cold in that motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
He's like, nigga, I ain't up yet. I'm still cold. I ain't had no grits.
Man.
Grits.
Plus I'm old, grandpa need a sweater.
You ain't never had breakfast on the grill?
Firehouse News. What's in store for VA disability benefits when new Office of Management Budget and Chief 10 New York correctional officers charged in on-camera beating Loosie eggs? I love it. Wayans family be inducted into the NAACP Awards Hall of Fame.
The whole family.
Tank all in that motherfucking Eddie P. Episode 507 with the guest panelist, the man, the myth himself. I don't know this motherfucker, but I hear he's a legend and set foot in every country on this planet. Got a taste of hair, piece of pussy out there, and kept the vaginal hair locked up as a trophy. Our guest star, Sully motherfucking Akil, here to fight this motherfucking evil. And they say Shay can do intros. No, Sauce do these motherfucking intros. Shout out to the new subs, the legend, name that motherfucking cocaine, 3 p.m. Kiki, and as always, the first lady of the house, DJ LOH on the ones and motherfucking twos, and the legend who made this beat. Go check out the beat down nigga show, whatever it is. Let's get it.
Yeah, wow.
Go check out the Handsome Beatdown, the Dirty 30.
Yeah. Man, let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it.
God,
All
dang,
right,
that
these
was
Trump
an intro.
cutbacks, man.
Yeah. Old man, you brought this to the table. Please elaborate as our official now, resident firefighter. Please break this down, man.
Yeah, these Trump kickbacks. Thanks, Op. Your single vote.
Yo,
Make this shit happen. So it's your fault.
I know some cats filming that right now, boy. I can vote myself out of a job.
Pretty much, man. That's a lot of folks feeling that right now. But go ahead, old man.
All right, so
that's why the one segment is on there for me. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna come every week.
Every week
for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Trump's cuts hit NIOSH investigators in the Firefighter Cancer Registry, which are fucking huge, man. Especially for occupational health and diseases, man. Yeah, there's one fucking disease that gets firefighters, and it's fucking cancer. And over my career, I could tell you that it's gotten a lot better over the last 20 years. But that progress is going away now.
Damn.
Before, I'm not sure if you probably remember this, guys retiring and not making it to their first fucking paycheck because they died of cancer. Or they're not making it to their first retirement check because, they're dying of cancer. That's changed over the last couple of years. Guys have gotten a lot better with deconning their gear after incidences and all kinds of shit. So if they stop tracking this,
even if it's only for 4 years, the damage is done, right? I mean, it's you're gonna lose X amount of folks within that time frame, and if people try to bring it back, it may be too little, too late.
Yeah, it's weird because it takes years for these people to convince enough senators to get this funded, and it took a stroke of a pen to end this shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
scary.
And then you compound the fact that we as firefighters are creatures of habit. We don't change unless it's forced on us. And even then we fight the change. So even though the changes were good, it took the department nationwide to understand the importance of doing it and making those changes. And then now, any setback in that momentum would hurt the next generation of firefighters.
Ouch. God. Dang, so this whole industry just tracks just the health, right? Is it just for cancer or just any related illness due to the duties of the job?
Well, NIOSH investigates fatalities in the fire service and injuries. Of course, the cancer research just tracks cancer. But if let's say like what we had with you guys remember years ago, just before that show, Rescue Me came out.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary had one of his cousins die in Massachusetts. There's a government entity that goes in and investigates this whole thing and figures out the cause. And then they say, hey, let's say there was a problem with the communication systems. One fire truck was technically out of service, and this hose was used and it was out of date. It puts out specific things that was wrong with an incident and then implements changes. So it's like, hey, from now on, every firefighter has to have a radio. From now on, hose needs to be tested every year. A truck needs to have annual maintenance to make sure this type of incident doesn't happen again. So you get rid of that element, and nobody's going to investigate this shit, and then you'll end up having more of the same type of injuries and fatalities.
Correct. I don't know if you remember the Salisbury fire, March 7, 2008. I was on that fire. And I was one of the 8 that got pulled out. And Justin Vick didn't make it. And they came, and we was fighting for funds for about 4 years to get an additional guy on each truck. And we just could not get it. After that report came out, we got a new station, full crews on each truck. Everyone got radios. We had part-timers, so we didn't have to work double shifts. Like everything we were asking for normal service to be good, we weren't getting until people died. But if that was enough, the report had to come out and say, well, this is why they died. So without that unit, we don't get that.
Stroke of a pen. Devastating.
Stroke of a
Devastating.
pen.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at it, you know, there's broader impacts to this. You know what I'm saying? When people start seeing that, you know, they're cutting these programs that actually, you know, study, do their thorough investigations on how these guys died and what can be done different. When people start seeing this, man, people don't want to run and join the fire service, man. It's like, you know, I'm getting ready to run and join the service and y'all taking all the benefits away. It's kind of like, you know, I went to fire school back at the house, man. And at the time I did it that year, they cut the pay down to like, what, 20 grand? And I'm like, man, so I'm supposed to run in the fucking building for less. You see what I'm saying? And so there's broader implications to these things. But because let's call it what it is, man. A lot of these fire stations, you know, around the country, wherever they're already undermanned. A lot of them don't have the proper equipment. They don't have enough engines, or the engines are old as shit. So, you know, for me, there's broader implications. But what I'm hoping is going to happen is the decision will be reversed. Because I don't know if you guys, I don't remember if we talked about it or what, but I don't know if you remember. They cut the health program for the survivors of September 11th, the 9/11 terrorist attacks. And then he recently went back and said, well, shit, because of the outcry, he reversed it. So the staff that had been cut down by 90%, they're already hiring these people back. You know what I mean? They're already fixing these things because people said, nah, man, you know, we can't keep doing this, man. Like you're going to fuck it up. People aren't going to want to do the real essential jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because let's call it what it is. It's the blue collar motherfuckers that make the wheels turn, man.
You said we'll see. Like I said, this what you just said, man, is a perfect segue into damn near the next one. That's why I put that one up there for you as our residential, you know, vet. You know, yeah, man, these cuts are coming fast and swift. Yeah. And I try to find the humor in it, as you pointed out. Like, dude, don't even know what he be signing. That whole that you did. Every time I see this shit happen, my default is what you said, so I can laugh instead of cry about it, because that shit is hilarious.
What's this one? Oh, yeah, this is a really, really good one. It's gonna do a lot of good. We're gonna, yeah, you know, we're gonna make great strides. And
yeah,
what is it again? You don't know what this one is?
Yeah,
right.
No one signs better than I do.
Right. Right.
What?
Every time he get in front of a camera, it's like, you know, I'm the one that did that, right? I'm the reason that we cut all that money. It's the biggest thing ever done in history. I'm the only president that ever done it. I'm like, oh,
hey, brother, you know, you just signed an order to say get rid of the sun.
Yeah,
you know what the fuck you just signed?
Nigga, cut air off.
I'm putting tariffs on sunshine.
Right.
Sun
It'll be great.
Share.
You darkies won't be as so black.
I'm gonna cut the production of water in the world by 80%.
Nobody asked for any of that shit.
Right. But you know what?
China can open their eyes fully.
Korea will follow. Korea will follow.
We're going to hell. Motherfucker.
Taiwan, Korea, they're all going to open their eyes up and they're all going to see. It's because of me. They're going to do it. All of that squinting. We want people to see equally across the board. No DEI site. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Yo, that shit is killing my business, though, man.
we getting put in
He's
time
killing my
out.
business, though.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, dog. Can we roll? Are we good on this one, man? Roll to the next segment of Trump. Yeah, this dude is on a roll, man. I mean, he's slashing like motherfucking Crazy Eddie. He's slashing prices, man.
Come on, man.
Everywhere. Did you see where Doge sent out that email to all federal employees?
Yeah, a
saying,
friend of
"Hey,
ours got it. Yeah, a friend of ours got one. She sent it to LOH and was like, yeah, this motherfucker want me to explain my job title or my job duties, and it has to be done within what, a week? Tell me what you did last week or whatever. Like, dude, what the fuck? Who are you?
Right.
Like, I already got the job.
Yeah,
Like,
but
got
you
to
know
reapply for the
he's
job I had.
handicapped. He has a disability.
Yeah, he's on the spectrum, but damn, fam, what the fuck?
Man, somebody need to tell that dude to fuck off, man.
Nazism is a fucking disability."
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
But yeah, man, he a friend of ours, friend of the LOH or whatever. She got it. She let me see that Sunday night or whatever. She sent. She's like, look, she got hers or whatever. And some people are saying don't respond to it, and others like, man, you better go ahead and check in. That motherfucker over here pressing folks right now.
But
all federal employees. That shit is crazy, man.
I think my question would have to be, who the fuck are you checking into, man? I mean, all right, it's coming from Doge. It's coming from Doge, but none of the motherfuckers are official. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know who's sending you this shit.
But again, he's the dog. He's in dude's ear. He's
crazy,
like, hey, look,
man.
go ahead and sign that document we just put in.
Yeah.
That's how that shit working. Yeah.
What?
And see, the problem is the way we've been doing legislation the whole time is we mingle things in. Like, it may be a bill about this firefighter thing, but hey, if you're gonna pass it, I want this, and it could be something.
That piggyback shit.
Yeah. So what happens is when you strap a pen on a bill, you might be cutting legs other places you didn't even know that was entwined in it. That was put in 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's the danger of just doing things without a plan.
That's what
I mean, run the country without a plan.
That's what Steve Bannon was saying. He was talking about, dude, don't go letting this dude take an axe to everything.
Right.
He's like, man, because like 80% of your demographic is blue collar.
What's the young lady, man? She was on the Blaze. The blonde girl that was causing all the problems.
Who are you talking about?
She was a commentator on the Blaze network, man.
The one Trump hated.
They loved her. Oh man. We can move on. I'll bring it up because she came out and she was saying that, like, yeah, I know I'm gonna get some pushback from, my people on the right, but listen, yeah, there was government waste, fraud, and abuse. There were some people out there that didn't deserve jobs, but everything is not DEI. This was about putting competent people in these positions, not just slashing jobs because of people's race under the guise of DEI. And I'm looking at, like, did this motherfucker say that? Because she was talking a whole lot of shit. She was the it girl before Candace Owens.
Because it's that
Tommy
bad.
Lauren.
Tommy Lauren.
It's that bad now. I mean, to the point where it's affecting everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's affecting everything. Like, dude, like Sully said, man, some stuff got slipped up in there and he signed and signed off on it and didn't realize, like, oh shit, I did that. I got rid of cows. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
That's what happens when you don't read.
Yeah. Well, guys,
Yeah.
I know the speechwriter hates his job. He doesn't even come to work anymore. What's the point? He can't read. He's not going to read it.
They said last term he don't like, the daily briefings. He was like, man, I don't like waking up to bad news. Bruh.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Man? You got to read that shit. No, don't. Just take that over there.
He's not a politician.
And that's why I'm saying when they're sitting there and he's like, what's this one? What's this one again? I'm like, this motherfucker didn't read it. Because he tried to
drop that beat. I'm about to freestyle this whole shit.
Right. But see, he's saying the shit like, oh, I read it. I just forgot because there's so many of them. That's his tone. But it's like, you can see when he says,
he don't have a clue.
What's this one again?
You don't have a clue.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then he said the same thing. Yeah, this is going to do great things. Here you go.
It's like he's signing like he's signing swag. Like he's
There
at
you
a
go.
like
Right.
he's at a booth at a
Yeah,
concert or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It was like, look here, man, Trump 2024 or 2025 or whatever. Yeah, man. Y'all stay up. What is this? Hey
Y'all
man,
stay up.
I didn't know we had motherfucking ear warmers and shit. He just signing all kind of swag. And this is no different from that than those Make America Great Again hats.
Yeah,
He signed these bills. It's the same deal.
absolutely, man.
All right, old man.
And I've been hearing about it ever since, man.
Oh yeah. Next 4 years, man. This is all you, bro.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Wear that shit. Wear that
That's
shit.
my wife,
And it's
baby.
great
Trying to
because
make me leave?
some stuff is good. Some stuff is good movements, but
Yeah.
some of that stuff, everything can't be at 100.
That part.
Well, you got to be Yeah, you got to be very specific, man. It's like you can't hit everything with the same goddamn marker. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Some shit needs a ballpoint pen, brother, and then some shit don't need to be, doesn't need anything. Just leave it the fuck alone. I mean, we talking about people, regardless of what firefighters do, whether they responding to fires or, they showing up to 911 calls because somebody had a heart attack or somebody's having an aneurysm. These are the guys that showing up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the ambulance; it's the engine. I was working, like I said, my last site was an independent living facility, man. It was always an engine and an ambulance. These cats showing up, and that's what they do. They show up, man, wherever they are. It takes a special kind of person to do that, man. So, then
yeah.
why'd you vote for him? Like, never mind.
Hit the switch, homie. Hit the switch. Here you go. Talk to me, man. They coming for the vets.
Yeah, man. What's this guy's name?
Yeah, bro.
Russell Vaughn.
Yeah. So, I was watching some of his hearings, man.
Mhm.
And the whole time he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna touch anything." But, I guess Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins is his name. He pledged to preserve the benefits and not balance the budgets on the backs of veterans. The interesting thing is this is a thing with every administration. It always comes up. They want to tax, our comp and pen and they want to cut back, and it's always, it never goes through because again, much like the firefighters, police officers, people feel like, hey man, well, let me back up because, I mean, did you see what happened with the police officers where they cut the what's the deal, man? Where they investigate the
These are my internal affairs.
No, it's not internal affairs. You know what I'm talking about? Where
The database of police
misconduct.
Database. Yeah.
Yes, that tracks these
who's doing the fuck shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, now, I mean, a lot of these cats were still getting hired at other departments anyway.
Yeah.
With the database, but at least it was something in place, and they said that in the article. So, I mean, it seems like they're the only motherfuckers that's being protected. But this is a thing with every election cycle. Really, it's every year they always talk about going after the veterans benefits, and it's kind of like most of us just kind of sit and hold our breath. But now, they're talking about lowering the compensation when motherfuckers
Payouts.
hit.
Mhm.
Yeah, lowering it when motherfuckers hit Social Security age. I'm like, that's when people are that's when these vets gonna need it the most. You know what I'm saying? If you're below 10% and 30%, they talking about not even giving you anything.
Ouch.
Yeah, they talking about not even giving you anything. The other thing that the article didn't say is there's kind of like people that's gonna be grandfathered in. So like myself, because I got out so long ago and got my benefits, my shit is good. But any of the new people coming in after a certain point,
Fucked.
those benefits are going to be drastically cut, is what they're saying. And I'm like, how do you expect to recruit and retain people in a military that nobody wants to go to right now as it is? like recruitment is very, very low right now. That's why that whole shit came out during the Biden administration where they made all of these motherfuckers sign up for, the civil service or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Selective service. Yeah.
Yeah, selective service, man. Um, it's crazy. And again, man, like this is one of those things, man, that didn't need a marker to touch it. You know what I mean? Nobody, people go in there. There's different reasons why people go into the military, patriotism, school, whatever, adventure, but they go in. They serve the country. Some people go to war, some people don't, but they serve their time. And if they were injured, then you know what? You came in like this, you left out not like that, so we're going to compensate you for it. You know what I mean? Because now they're also saying if it wasn't directly related to combat or military service, yeah, we ain't paying you for it. You know what I mean? We already talking about a VA system of gatekeepers, right?
Facts.
It's hard. It's hard to get any fucking thing. You know
Right.
what I mean? You can walk in there and come out with both legs missing, and they're gonna find a reason to try not to give you 100%. You know what I mean? That's a fight I'm still having. And my baby, like, you deserve it. I'm like, look, I get what I deserve, but it might be better for me to just sit down for a second, where I'm at. So it's kind of like I'm seeing a lot of interviews, man. It's a lot of guys getting laughed at because, they voted for this dude and now they're losing their jobs. And here I am. I'm in this situation where I voted for this dude for certain reasons, and now it's negatively impacting me, whether they go through this shit or not, because this shouldn't even be looked at.
Right.
For all of the hey, I don't know about 2025, and he distanced himself. If you just read this one article right here, they tell you how much shit this dude didn't actually signed off on that was
All it
Project
says is
2025.
Yeah, all it says
Facts.
is 2025 through the whole article. I was just like,
Right.
dude,
Right.
I was like, okay, yeah, you're gonna take lead on this one because this is the shit we were talking about. 2025 was out before you had the right, you had a choice to make.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I was like, bro, look at this shit. I get why you don't like the other side, the person that's running, but it ain't like this. This motherfucker on some other shit. Like who was really talking about cutting, the firefighters joint and the VA joint? Wasn't nobody talking about this shit, but 2025, that project 2025 was. They had a whole hit list of shit they wanted to get rid of.
And
Just
shit,
because.
it's because I'm 100% total and permanent, right? And
Right.
I'm listed as unemployable. So, but I don't draw on it.
Right.
But now they're talking about snatching the unemployable title back off.
Right.
Damn.
Right? Which is so. So what that does? Say you have a veteran like me that I don't have to work, and my address is the full address, so I pay no taxes, and I don't live in the country. And it's 300 other veterans that's like me that live here. That's in the group chat. They're all saying, "Are we going to be snatched? Because we got services here." Because this falls under that bill. And if you're total and permanent and unemployable, you can't be charged child support.
Damn.
So when you get that, so a judge can't force you to go to work. I know I just won that case in court, right? But if that gets snatched, now I am employable. Now the judge can't order me to go to work and put me in jail for not working, even if I'm 100% total.
Wow.
You see how it
Wow.
but he also signed a bill saying you can file your children on taxes if you're paying child support. So it's like everything he's doing is contradicting himself, and why? That's because his team hasn't studied the policies and bills that's been out there, and they don't understand how things are so much entwined.
And see, I'm at 90. You know what I mean? And I don't get like I'm a step under you. However, that step is a big one if you know the leap.
It is indeed.
Between 90. We ain't gonna get into figures, online.
Please don't. To make sure everybody's safe. They sure
We ain't gonna get into figures, but 90 versus everything else is nice. Yeah. But 100 versus everything else, you know what I'm saying? And me and him share a lot of the same benefits. It's just for him, that shit is on acid. You know what I'm saying? Like he just said, When you say the taxes he doesn't pay. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if he buys a home, like if his first property, he won't have to pay property tax. My shit is just cut. But with this shit that they looking at right now, for guys that actually went in there and did what they were supposed to do and honored the contract, I think that's the big thing for me. Like I signed a contract to give you X amount of years of my life. And in that contract, it was stated that if such and such happened, I was going to be taken care of. We can't then go back after and fuck with the contract. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying? Not it's kind of like I don't know if you guys heard about the Red Seal Act. I don't know if you heard about it, Sully.
No.
So the Red Seal Act basically was a veteran who he served two he served two enlistments. And for his first enlistment, he was able to get the Montgomery GI Bill. During his second enlistment, the 9/11 bill came about. But they were trying to say that because when he got out, they tried to say that he only qualified for one of them. Well, his argument was, hey, I was in during this time, so I should qualify for both of them. So now, if you use the post 9/11 GI Bill or you drew from the Montgomery GI Bill, you can go on VA, you fill out the application, and you possibly qualify for another year of schooling if you did two terms of service.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, they just found. Yep.
So it went from the Supreme Court to Congress. So it's they were trying to violate the dude because he said, "Hey man, this was in my contract," and they was like, "Well, no, you don't." The Supreme Court said, "No, you got to honor the fucking contract." So everybody we didn't sign these contracts. We didn't gave up a certain amount of time, blood, sweat, and tears. Most of us, I know the fuck I did. And now you got people coming in and saying, we gonna change all this. Okay, well, we ain't gonna change it for them, but we gonna change it for the people coming in. If I'm a young person or I got an uncle or a dad that's a vet, and they sit me down and say, hey, no, you're not joining. Well, you did it, yeah, but at the time I did it, they weren't messing with our benefits. They weren't messing with our pensions. Now, if you go in there, son, and you get injured, they're gonna try not to do anything for you anyway. And they're gonna try not to do anything for you because as it stands, they're trying not to do shit for you anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The hell I went through, they wanted to give me the figure I ain't even gonna say on here until I said, no, I ain't doing that. And I got home and a day later I got a call from Walter Reed saying, hey man, we just add shit up. You right here, we ain't even finished rating you. We just been waiting for you to get out. You should have been retired out of here. So what's going on, man, is pretty pathetic and it's shameful, man, that somebody can come in and do this because this guy's saying I'm not gonna touch anything, but he's actually been in favor of cuts. The same motherfucker has been in favor of cuts. And I think the saddest thing is, man, that these confirmations are a dog and pony show because they go ahead and confirm these people anyway. Look at the Supreme Court. Look at the Supreme Court when they were looking at Kavanaugh. They were looking at what's their name? What's the other lady name that he confirmed the last time? And everybody was sitting there. They were like, these people, like they're not gonna be fair and unbiased. Like these are his people he put in there for a reason. They fucking confirmed them anyway. It's like, what's the point in sitting there in front of them, grilling them, asking them all of these questions, talking shit to him, and then you go ahead and confirm him?
Because they're trying to convince the other side not to vote the way the party tells them, hoping that they hear something that sways them. But most of these people are going to toe the line every time.
Right.
So everyone, the right is going to win for quite a while.
And you know what? I think that's my problem with the left, man. It seems like the left don't try to fight shit. It seems like the only offensive or defensive they have is that fear mongering shit, man. That was my problem, man. I would have had it would have been much more easier for me. And listen, I gave that woman every opportunity, man, because I was trying to like, okay, let me hear what she's saying. Let me hear what she's saying during her campaign speeches or interviews and everything like this. She said the same exact shit. every time, damn near verbatim. You got Taraji P. Henson up there at award ceremonies screaming about 2025 and all these other ones. And I mean, nobody, to me, in my opinion, was talking to us like we was human beings, especially the brothers, right? But I'm gonna end it with this. I'm gonna land my plane. There was a time when I would say, "Oh man, they ain't gonna do this." They talk this shit every year,
Right?
but then when you look at NIOSH, when you look at what's happening with the 9/11 people, when you look at what's happening with what's that, the FAA, the pilots and all this shit. When you look at what's happening with these motherfuckers want to get rid of the Department of Education. When you look at what's happening with this, what is that? It's not the CDC, is it the World Health Organization that they don't want to fuck with? Who they don't want to fuck with him. When the consumer financial motherfuckers who investigate financial frauds and shit like that, back up to everyday ordinary guy when these companies try to fuck him over. I'm like, man,
we talked about that, and it was like, I get, there's government, there's glut, there's overspending. I get that, okay, and then you talk about cutting and gutting, and you getting rid of this department, that department. Okay, what's the alternative? And that's what you don't hear. You just hear, we just gonna cut, and where's all this? And where's all this savings?
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's what I'm looking for.
The only department that's been cut was USAID, because I've seen firsthand how much money we just.
Yeah.
I mean, I myself was about to be awarded a grant for $350,000 for a fire project I was doing for myself. Now I need to put it for one piece of equipment. So the amount of spending, now I'm going to use it for the project, but not most would have, right? So that's the only thing that should have been put on pause, squeeze for a little bit, because that's leaving our shores. Anything leaving our shores should be put on freeze. Anything with on our shores just stays, and let's do the due diligence and process and project managing to see if it really needs to be cut. But once again, we're dealing with someone that graduated the bottom of his class, still had to be paid to get the diploma. They had to pay to get the diploma. So think about that for a second. And then he surrounded himself by other idiots, right? It's the same thing Hitler did. He surrounded himself by idiots and weak people, and then he's a strong man. And all he does, it's a simple, man, history repeats itself.
Now, Sully, let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. That's why I was voting for the dude. What you said was, this should have been put on. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I ain't think this shit was gonna happen. But of course, everybody blaming those sauce here in my house.
I'm kind of worried for the guy because you forget all his supporters. Most of them dudes is redneck country boys from Guilford County, that were veterans.
Yeah, it's the same folks who said,
start fucking with their money, they lower it to the pockets, bro.
Right.
Get your hands off my Affordable Care Act. I don't want that.
Right.
Those folks who can't, distinguish the two, even though it's the same.
But he's gonna cause so much rift that the country's gonna be looking at him, and he's gonna be like, wow.
Yeah, he ain't gonna have nobody else to blame but Elon. Nobody. And then that's when the shit gonna hit the fan. Like I told this motherfucker, I gave him his own department, and he fucked everything up. I told him.
He's just gonna disappear.
That's when that dude's gonna be like,
I'm going back to Africa.
I paid $380 million to the people you owed money to, and I hacked into the systems. And
what did he say?
Now I'll be leaving for South Africa.
What he really said? He was like, "Yeah, I may not be able to be president, but I can buy one."
What the dude said, I think it was all wrong. He said, "Dude, you're like the president, unofficially."
You remember that show Billions?
Yeah.
Dude about to buy the presidency, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good series.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all check out.
It's not good anymore because it's coming true.
Yeah, that's a damn good series, man. That was my shit. Axe. Axe Capital, man. If y'all get a chance, please shout out to Bill.
His right hand man was a cat. Definitely that cat, bro.
These goddamn white immigrants are destroying America.
Yeah, man.
Say that shit again. Fucking DEI.
Not to give away, be the spoiler for Billions or whatever. Remember when dude went to the strip club and he saw his daughter up on stage, and this homeboy saw it. It was like, look, when you want me to buy the club, I'll buy the club if you want me to buy the club. I mean,
Right.
this is how these cats roll, man. I was like,
Right,
oh
bro.
my God. He was like, why are you looking at her? He was like, that's my daughter. He was like, shit, I didn't even know you had a kid. He was like,
Facts.
and
Yeah.
like whisper in his ear, you need me to buy the club? I'll buy the club, you know, and get her
Yeah.
out of here. You know, I
I'm
was
about
like,
to
oh,
watch that shit.
shit.
Yo, Bill, that
Yeah,
shit
man.
go hard, man.
Definitely. Oh man, let's roll, man.
Let's get it.
Oh shit. Yeah, they back at it. They back at it, man. They back at it. I'm sure they didn't stop. This one, I guess they forgot that the body cam was rolling, man. You see that the photo of dude's foot up in the air, just ready to launch into dude's face?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I bet I could find a photo for every year going back all the way to the 20s like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But we got
And
so
put
much
them
stuff
side
going
by
on.
side.
This is the stuff that pisses me off because we may not hear about this because everything else what we talked about previous, all that stuff is going on, and we still got to deal with this shit. You know, not just the budget cuts. These motherfuckers is on steroids again, man. They like, oh shit, he back, we back. You know, like shit, we could get active again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. This is something I didn't watch. I started to, but you know, I've said this before, and I tell people, man, it's something that inside of me that twists and turns and breaks when I see, you know, any human, but especially our people being treated like this. So I didn't watch the full thing to see exactly what happened, but
I mean, it's self-explanatory. I mean, these are COs, mind you. These aren't, you know, normal beat cops or whatever. These are COs. And these motherfuckers, they, you know, tend to be on one, mind you. They locked up in this cage just like them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's one of
They
those.
become them. They become
Yeah.
criminals themselves. And stuff.
Exactly. And they take on a gang mentality. Like, you know, my gang is bigger than yours. And I guess old boy they said was allegedly spitting on them and
That's what
cussing
I'm
him out.
saying.
But regardless, man, you can put a bag on him in his hands, or you know, he's cuffed. And y'all do him like that, cuffed? Got it.
Well, you know, it you know, it's cowardly, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a way to deal with people, man. And you know, we can say, you know, why was he spitting? Why was this?
Right.
Why was that? But it's no telling what these motherfuckers was doing. You understand what I'm saying?
You
Everybody.
kick me in my face and you know, take out a couple teeth, I'm gonna be spitting too. Shit.
Well, no. I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
No. I'm not saying what you're wrong. I'm saying, did the spitting started?
Right.
No,
Right.
no. I'm asking you, did the spitting start?
No. I mean, allegedly, we don't know. All we got was,
Okay.
you know, when the camera cut on, whatever, they were just, you know, going ham on dude.
Man,
And
they probably told that dude it was gonna work up, man.
Yeah.
They probably told him one night he did something, pissed one of the CEOs off. They said, when I
Right.
get a chance, I'm gonna get you. Man, they had to pull him out the cell for whatever he got called out for. And it was like, yeah, it's time to pull that card. Told you, and it happens all the time.
And it's sad because there's no reason for it, man. Like you know, these guards get down doing a lot of shit, man. You'll hear stories of the guards raping other you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prisoners. These mysterious deaths of prisoners. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I watched. It's funny, you know, big bro Eddie he sent me that. He sent us that video of Wallow and Shay Shay.
Yeah.
Which was a heavy interview that
Yeah.
I needed to see. I was watching that, man. That to me, that might be his best. But the point I'm trying to make here is Wallow is a cat that did over 20 years in prison, and look at how he came out. The way he said he went in, how he was fearful, but he got himself together. When you do shit like this because you look down on somebody because of their criminal. Now I understand if they're PDF. You know what I mean, or they I'll say tapist. You know, I get that, but at the same time, man, you taking away a person's opportunity to change. If they're in there, then obviously they're being punished, man. Time was taken away; they got to sit down. You know, but you don't know who a person is going to be when they come out. You don't know the influence they can have. You know, and you beating this man to death for for a petty reason. He already can't go home. His home is where you come and work. But this dude get to go home. It's kind of like Wallow said, man. You know, every night it was 12 family members that got to go home and 12 family members that didn't. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the relationship between the guards and the prisoners, man. So, you know, this is a heavy one. This is a heavy one because that's somebody's son, uncle, cousin, brother, whatever, you know, and his life is gone, man. So, you know.
What you got on, man?
No, it's the Rick Rosses of the world, man.
Quick shot. Quick shot.
Quick shot.
Quick shot.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. We can call it what it is, man. You know, the penal system is institutional slavery, and these are, you know, the overseers doing what they do. So,
okay.
All right, what you got? What you got? You got anything, Sully?
You got anything, Sully?
No, I'm not even gonna get on that train. It's the reason why I don't live in the U.S., man.
Gotcha. I got you. Solid. Yeah, man. Let's get my man photo off here, man. That's disturbing. Yeah, that's disturbing. Oh,
ow. Give me 3 squares.
If you need me to ship y'all some eggs, you know, just let me know. I got y'all.
Appreciate it.
I'm paying pesos out here.
give me 3 Newports, a white egg, and 2 brown ones.
The brown eggs hit different.
Yeah, baby. These brown tops.
only in NYC, man. Motherfucker, the bodega. Like, look here, man. I'll break this bitch down for you if you need it. I guess a dozen was yeah, they was putting them in bags and with a twist tie, baby. Yeah. It was like, this my kid's gonna have for breakfast today. Here you go, 3 Loosies.
Let me tell you something, man. They sell Loosies in the don't act like Arab stores. The motherfuckers want up. You need some eggs,
bro. We had drive-through stores who sold shots.
Yeah.
They do that here, man. Yeah.
So I get eggs, but I didn't know it was that damn bad. But you got to think about it, man. Bodegas is like they're Walmart. They don't have access to these big stores like that. So I get it, man. Cats live and die with the bodegas, man.
Yeah.
So damn, what was the dozen going for? Like $20-something?
Yeah, my man was like, yo. My man was like, man, this $12, yo.
Oh. Cuddy.
So I get those $2.99 though.
We went in Costco and wasn't no fucking eggs.
Yeah.
So we've been going easy on it. My big ass only be eating 2 eggs. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm eating more.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Before I'm like, let me fry 4 of these motherfuckers because they don't seem to fry right no more. I remember 2 eggs was all you need.
You gotta add some milk, man.
Yeah.
You gotta cut the eggs.
You gotta make their shit flip like McDonald's.
With some cinnamon, like you cooking crack.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's yeah, you listen, man, you know, cut that shit with some egg whites, you know. That shit don't nobody want, man. That watery shit.
Man, eggs, bro. Damn, eggs.
Yes.
You know, motherfuckers breaking them down like shit. Hell yeah, I got them motherfuckers for you. You know, go and get the dozen. I'll break them down for you and put them back.
But you know what, man? Let me say this. I like it because that's how a lot of our people survive, man.
That's it. We
you
hustle.
know what I'm saying? You can't. You might not be able to get the dozen, but you know what? 2. Shit, give me 2.
We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
Cornbread with that.
Yeah. We'll make it work. Just like a motherfucker who listen, I had some uncles be broke to the motherfucker. Go to the store, give me a black and mild, give me 3 Newports. The motherfuckers smoke half that square. take the tip off.
This right here with it. Yeah.
Hit that motherfucker. Try not to hit it too hard. Boom, that shit go in their ear. They gonna smoke. Motherfucker make 3 Loosies last, man.
Behind them.
Right.
But, man, it's crazy because now they're talking about as far as, you know, more enforcing certain laws or whatever. Right? It was already illegal, you know, when cats using their WIC card and all that stuff. If you get caught, man, they talking about giving you serious time now.
For what?
Behind that. Remember, you know, like, hey, give me a couple $2 and you could use my, you know, selling stamps and all that stuff back in the day.
Food stamps when they were paper at school, man.
Yep.
Yes. So now they're enforcing motherfuckers. You get caught with somebody's card, you know what I'm saying, and it ain't your shit. you could do some time and that
I
person
mean,
for getting caught with that card.
Rightfully so, because some of these females are sitting at home getting $700, $800 of food stamps
Yeah.
for free, and they
Yeah.
rent $25 a month.
Yep.
They paying light bill and water. $25 a month. You calling and asking, can you get some money on the bread?
Yeah, but they're coming for that too. Like how people be
all of that shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to say grandfathered into the projects. Like, oh, this was my grandmother's house that passed it down to my mama house. Now it's mine or whatever. They about to get rid of that shit too. Like,
Nah, let me put you on game. Nah,
you got X amount of time to get your shit together, and then you got to go. This is a project, not a permanent fixture. Your ass got
they're gonna put somebody else in there because people don't understand. Even though it says whatever county on its housing, those are private vendors.
Right.
That run those that have contracts with them, right? So it's federal money, but it's ran by private entities that's running the bill up. So actually, with those apartments, those 2 bedrooms apartment, they're charging for North Carolina, they're charging like $1,200 for a crappy apartment.
Now
right?
the broad already paying $25.
The government's paying
the government's paying, right? But the value of the apartment is really only $850.
Yeah,
but they run up because of the contract, because the government allows you to make 25% markup.
Then the broad don't even want to pay the 25.
Don't want to pay the 25.
Yeah, I had an old head who he downsized his crib and Section 8 his house, and was like, yeah, if you're gonna do it that way, because that money, that check is gonna come. The government is gonna send that check to pay for that family. Like, just make sure they don't fuck your crib up. He was
that'd be the problem though.
Yeah. But he was like, definitely, if you got an old crib or whatever, like somebody, relative passed away and they leave a house or whatever, he was like, man, Section 8 that bitch.
You know how many motherfuckers then had a nice ass house and they Section 8
it? Yeah.
And but see,
fuck your shit up. Yeah.
The problem is motherfuckers don't go checking on their crib. They just be like, oh,
I want the check.
Yeah, I got the check. And you go back and you by the time they leave, you gonna wish you saved up every check.
It's one of those like, man, how the hell they steal a roof?
Right. He tried to steal my appliances. They didn't realize we had to do some modifications to get them in, so they all got something to do it. Thrown across the wood floor. and it was one of my boys, man.
Damn. Always somebody think they entitled to your shit because they got a line, with you. They got a communication with you.
Sully ain't here. Let's get it out the back.
Somebody we all know and love.
He living good. He living in Columbia. We get him.
Right.
Damn. My man said somebody took his cabinets. I'm here, man. I'm looking at you, old man. It's like, man, my motherfucking cabinets.
Yo, you know how much time and dedication it took to take those cabinets down the right way so you could reuse them?
Hey, Cuddy, somebody took your cabinets?
Yeah, when I was living in Mexico. Yeah, that's
sorry,
a thing.
bro.
Like when you rent a spot, you got to bring your own fucking cabinets.
Oh,
man.
that's right. That's right.
Motherfucking Arlo pair is moving.
Yeah, motherfuckers take them shits with them.
Oh
yeah,
my God, that is
fucking
hilarious.
bananas.
Motherfucking Arlo pair moving.
Same square footage. Yep, that's about right. Yeah, my cabinets would fit right there.
You get an empty ass apartment, bro. You got to put your own. Yep.
Y'all remember moving?
Yes.
Yeah.
When Rich moved to
Taking it with us.
Idaho, he thought he was getting all. They took care of motherfucking.
They took the stairs. They took the pool. Remember the movers when they was bringing in that damn coffee table and the leg fell off or whatever? They knocked the leg off trying to bring it through the door. It was like, oh, it was like that. It was like, I just saw you. You just knocked the leg off. It was like, nah, it was like that. That old big black dude. That shit was hilarious.
Hey, remember the two twins
Yes.
was cheating the motherfucking track?
Oh yeah, man. That's when I was in love with Stacey Dash, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's Stacey Dash. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers was wondering how these motherfuckers was always winning the race.
Remember this? I gave him the wrong finger. Richard Pryor was goated for that movie, man.
Morris Day was about to marry his daughter.
Oh my God, that was epic.
Yeah, man, but This is how people survive, man.
That part.
Motherfucker, get 2 eggs, 2 cigarettes, a little juice, and they made it work, man. And I hate that we going back to that, man. I hate that.
In 2025, we talking about loose eggs.
Right.
I don't know, man. I got a weird way of wrapping things around, but America need to be, a little humbled for a little while.
I hear exactly what you're saying.
That.
You're right.
Definitely.
Not to the extreme, but
Right.
just a little. Hey, hold on, wake up now.
Little karma cake. Yeah, just a little karma cake. That's all.
I'm definitely with you, man. But at the same time, like you said, a little bit, because this is not what the average motherfucker voted for. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ed is correct. Oh man, you guys, it's a bunch of people that think they better specifically because of the color of their skin and want shit a certain way, and don't understand, man, that those days are gone where you gonna benefit while the Negroes suffer. Like, no, bro, if you not rich, that's your ass, man.
That's it.
If you're not rich, that's your ass.
Everybody gonna get it. Everybody.
Right.
What was that? Adrian Broner said, I'm
The can man.
Can man. Yeah, American, African, Mexican can get it.
Caucasian can get it.
So
that's
where we at with
man.
it. I remember when I was telling Tech, I was like, yeah, man, that times ain't that hard, but I'm still gonna fuck with some chitlins. She was like, nigga, we free. Just like, enough said. I'm done with it, man.
I was trying to explain what chitlin was to Colombians. They were like, well, why? They couldn't fathom. It was like, you couldn't eat anything else.
You like ass? You eat ass?
There was like nothing else on.
It was like you didn't smell it. Like everybody smelled it. It was just that's what the holidays smelled like. Damn it.
You pull the membrane out.
They couldn't wrap their head around it.
Hey,
get that membrane,
chitlins, man. When we came to see you at Walter Reed, we went to a buffet. You know the motherfuckers had chitlins up there.
Was the motherfuckers good?
We ain't tried them. No, man. No, we in the buffet. No, hell no. It was somewhere in DC or whatever. No.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I was
the Chinese restaurant that was
Chinese spot too.
It was a soul food restaurant ran by Chinese people.
I was like, that's chitlins. I was like, in a buffet, I ain't never seen no shit like. Who gonna trust the buffet line with chitlins?
Them some niggas if they had chitlins. And let me tell you something, man. I don't fuck with nobody say, yeah, it's disgusting. I quit eating that shit years ago. But goddamn, if them motherfuckers wasn't good when I was a kid with some hot sauce, them motherfuckers and some hog maws, motherfuckers, some pig feet, some that hog, that souse meat with some crackers and cheese.
That's where I draw the line. That souse meat, that shit, that vinegar wiggle, that shit
with the jelly in it, and the chunks with the jelly in it. Man, look, me and my mom go get a brick of that shit with some crackers. We get the spicy kind too. We go to the corner store, get a brick of that shit. Me and my grandma, that shit was wrapped in plastic. We cut that shit up. I used to eat whole slices of that shit as a kid, nigga. Listen, man. That's why I'm so handsome. That's why I got a full head of hair. That's souse meat, baby.
There you go, fam. You got it.
Should have got on that shit.
And that was the scraps. That was past the chitlins. That was whatever was left over after that.
That's the whole pig. That might have been a pig ball or something.
It might have been.
Definitely pig balls.
I tried a little bit of it and was like, bro, that's like pimento loaf too. All that mixture shit.
Oh, that pickle loaf?
Yeah, that I don't fuck
I love pickle loaf with the peppers and shit all in it.
Yeah, no. That's all you do.
I don't need it no more.
I'm glad that's why you got a head full of hair and your skin glow. That's fine.
I ain't had Loney in years, man. It wasn't nothing like a fried Loney sandwich
with the red wrapping.
Yeah. Right.
See, I wasn't allowed to eat pork growing up. I never ate pork, so I was always a kid in school with just food with no meat. I had to get the special lunch. When we go on a trip, I had to get the bag lunch instead of getting where everybody else got because that pepperoni on it. So I was always Yeah, bro. I
Where
was
you
that kid.
where you from? If you don't mind my asking, Sully.
I was born in Mass, born in Boston.
Born in
Raised
Boston. Okay.
Born in
Okay.
Boston, raised in Springfield, moved down south. My mom is from
Okay.
Jamaica, my dad's from Kenya.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah, language.
transition. Boston to the
Yeah.
south. Ooh.
You went from
Yeah.
Boston to what? Springfield, Ohio.
Now I'm from Springfield, Mass, right? Not too far from Boston, down
Springfield,
to,
Mass. Okay.
to Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. Back
Ooh, shit.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
a
live in
state.
the same airport where the 9/11 supposed terrorist pilots learned to fly. I
Damn.
lived at that airport.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was
Okay.
there when they were training. And when I
Yeah.
said I grew up in the concrete jungle with, skyscrapers and light poles. And when I woke up on that Greyhound bus and I seen cotton for the first time, and these tall ass flowers, I didn't know they were really that tall. On TV, nothing looked like that, man. Little
Yeah.
things. I was like, and it was cotton. It felt like a shirt. I said, wait, it already feels like clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You realize
Bro,
people work those fields? Yeah.
I was-
People that was a job.
I was mind blown, man. I was mind blown. And I'm hearing crickets for the first time. I'm thinking the light poles, like, cause they laugh. Man,
Yeah.
that's a cricket, man. Where you from, dude?
Hey man, I'm looking at the comments, bro.
I'm from the city, bro.
You ate pig balls?
Who said that?
He sure did.
You know, Tanisha.
Yeah, he did. He was not
I know what it
sauce
was. Fuck you, Sully. I ain't know what it was,
Yeah,
nigga.
Where'd you at? Stop.
Wait a minute.
Finish your meal. You would have finished it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You ate
man.
pig balls.
I'm gonna finish this last one, though.
Hey, no. I ain't even see the comments, man. Yeah, man. Nah, man, but shit, hey, when you're a kid, man, your parents provide, you eat.
That's it.
So
You
I
eat
ain't
what
mad
they
at
make.
mama. Hey, if I could do it all over again and grandma and mom was in that kitchen all night getting that membrane up out that red bucket, I'm still gonna eat that motherfucker. So
My man. All right, man. Let's bring it on, kid.
what we got? Was this the last one we got?
Yeah, man. Come
Yeah.
on now to the Black excellence, the family. Come on,
Yeah.
man. These dudes, man, don't get the credit they deserve. Man.
No.
I want to
No,
throw
they
this
don't.
out there, but
Yeah.
for them to get inducted all together is epic.
Yeah,
this shit is
yeah.
dope, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, you couldn't do that individually, man, because it was always a family affair every time you saw them.
Yep.
Even when they were in other people's projects, man, it was
Yep.
a family affair.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking Hollywood Shuffle, man.
My
I mean,
God. Everybody was in it. All of them, yeah, for the most part,
Yeah.
the older ones were in it. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to me. The older ones was the ones that came up after. I think Damon's son was hilarious, and the girl, the one that does the stand up, she was like,
what's her name?
people don't know half the family rich and half the family broke. I'm from the broke side. Hilarious, huh?
Yeah.
Shantae Wayans.
Shantae Wayans is fucking hilarious, but I think my favorite thing that they did, man, besides In Living Color, was motherfucking. I know people say Hollywood Shuffle, but for me, man, it was I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, man.
Okay. Yeah,
To
that
this-
was solid. That
To
was
this
solid.
day, that shit is one of the most brilliant things that I've ever seen in my life. And when I cut it on, I still find something new. The writing, like comedy was already different back then, where you can, you know what I'm saying, push the envelope and
Right.
be edgy. Now the shit is safe.
It was sorry to cut you off, family. It was
No,
a
go ahead.
timeline because it was Robert Townsend and Keenan collabo
Yeah.
for that for Hollywood Shuffle. Then they got momentum and started doing Eddie Murphy shit, and then
Yeah.
Gonna Get You Sucker was Keenan's like, this is my my
Yeah.
y'all know this is what I really do, and the rest is history. Speaking of these cats changed how we watch the Super Bowl. Do y'all
Talk about
remember that one year these motherfuckers
Yeah.
did In Living Color during the Super Bowl? and
Nah.
all the ratings, everybody switched because they're like, oh, we doing a special In Living Color back when before Fox News was created. It was just In Living Color, Married with Children, and The Simpsons before Fox News, right? they did a halftime special, and everybody left the halftime to watch In Living Color. And they was like, we can't have this shit happen ever again. And that's when they start booking the big acts. That's when Super
Right.
Bowl, the halftime changed because of these guys. These cats.
That is right.
It was
right.
epic because everybody was like, hold on, man, we could watch the game or whatever, but at halftime, we got to switch over to Fox to watch In Living Color. They got a special.
Right.
Think about all the dudes who fell through In Living Color, man. Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson, who doesn't get the credit. You know, David Allen Greer. You know, Jim
who
Carrey.
really doesn't get David Allen Greer to me might be David Allen Greer and Tommy Davidson are the two most slept on. Now let me say this about the Wayans family. Kim was hilarious as well. I've heard people say they really didn't care for her. I thought She is hilarious. Go ahead. Right. When that motherfucker would be up there like, yeah, hey, Miss Josephine. Yeah, bitch got roaches the size of AAA batteries, but you ain't heard that from me though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the way to me, the person who really doesn't get the credit, because Keenan was the brain of that shit.
Yeah.
But goddamn, if Damon wasn't the fucking talent, Damon Colors, this motherfucker was hilarious.
Yes.
His small roles in what's that? Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For like maybe 10 fucking seconds. Go take these bananas.
The dude's stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
His stand-up comedies, man, were so fucking legendary, man. And it's like these cats. And then I went to see, was that Marlon and Sean? I saw these cats do comedy live, 2 different styles, but these cats were hilarious, man. I was shocked. Marlon was fucking hilarious, man.
I mean, like hilarious. I said, they just carried the torch, man. What you call it? With the scary movie, what you call it? White Chicks. Come on, man. These cats, they did their thing on their own.
That's the only thing that bothered me was White Chicks, man. That just rubbed me.
I got what they were going for.
Yeah. I still don't get they
didn't
look like me hop after you. Don't make me hop after you. Remember that shit? And this voluptuous ass?
Yeah.
These eyes aren't really green. The way it was written, she just started out small. It's like, oh, the contact. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really got 12 inches. She's like, oh, well, I got a secret.
I really don't have. Yeah.
But the bitch took that leg off.
You know how long these folks worked together? Because that whole crew was in in Hollywood Shuffle.
Yeah.
He was in that as well. I mean, they stuck together, man. These guys, they made it happen, which was, if you know, you know. So
and you don't see that anymore. I was I don't know if you guys remember, was that Black Jesus, the one who played Corey's baby mom, Dominique. I met her, and she came after the Wayans, like long, because Wayans been doing it since the 80s. She came like mid to late 90s, and she told me, because I met her through James Hanna, rest in peace. But she told me, she was like, yo, it was about 20, 30 of us that went to Hollywood. And we were all friends. We had all of these ideas. And then when we got there, the shit changed us. And now none of us are friends anymore. She was like, yo, I'm just now starting to talk, get cool with Mike Epps again. But then when you think about these guys, like you just said, they all stuck together.
Yep.
It wasn't that deal. If they did a project, if one did a project, they did. Think about it. Blank Man was David Allen Greer and Damon Wayans. You know what I'm saying? Ace Ventura, he had Tommy Davidson in the sequel. So it was, the two, Marlon and Sean. Look at what all they did together. And I think the dope shit is, man, they actually got the rights to Scary Movie back. So I think they're doing another one. Nice. They're just trying to work out all the logistics, man. But this should have happened a long time ago, man.
It was a different time. Do you think about it? If you look at the credits when Raw ended, written and directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans, Tommy, and what you call it, and
Robert Townsend.
Yep. Like, come on, man. These cats been in it behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and all that shit for years. Yeah. And they stuck together, and nobody, I guess, had any egos or whatever. Like, yeah, man, I think I wrote this joke for you. I think, say it like this. They looked out for each other back then,
Mm-hmm.
And it was dope.
and had each other's back.
Keenan Ivory Wayans is to comedy what Master P was to hip hop.
Thank you.
We saw
That's
Master
a
P.
perfect analogy. Go
Right.
ahead. Yeah.
Wow.
We saw Master P bring his brothers, I want to say cousins, anybody he could in that family. He brought them along
That's
and
right.
made them a huge success. Keenan reached back to anybody in his family that wanted to do it, and they all followed his lead, man.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
know, it was dope. Yeah.
Salute to the whole Wayans family for getting inducted together, which that's just
Salute.
dope, man. And
if any of y'all listening, we got over 2,000 subscribers now. Give us a motherfucking interview.
we 2K. We 2K all day.
We
and goddamn, we fought for every last one of them, man.
Every last motherfucking
one.
one.
God dang, we fought for every last one.
Right.
2K today.
Yes, sir.
And before we get out of here, man, I'd like to give a shout out to the Miss Wallace, Biggie's mom, passed away, and also the late great Roberta Flack. She passed away as well.
Man.
So shout out to them, man, and their legacy and their memories. So
before we go, man, with the wine of the week, Sully, man, tell them how they can reach you. I hear you got a show coming up, your own show. What's up? Talk to them.
Talk to them, fam.
I ain't gonna hold you, God. I'm dragging my feet on it, man. I'm just in the writing process.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just working on some short stories, just adventures of me, man. It's called How the Hell Did I Get Here? So
there you go. That's all right.
My world travels, man. Just getting into trouble. You can ask the old man. He know how I do. I'm on some Hank Moody type of shit.
Okay.
Cases. So yeah.
Hey,
but it's
well, at least you're doing it. Yeah. At least you're doing it, man. Hey, you've added. You did well, man. I enjoyed having you on the show. I know everybody else did, man. Thank you for being here, man. And don't drag your feet, man. Get that up and going, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We always trying to cross platforms, man. So let us know if we can help. You need anything? Shout out, old man, and get at us. We got you. So
yes, sir.
Anytime, man. Let us know, man.
Yeah. If you want us on the show all together, or if you just want somebody specific, let us know, man. We more than happy to do it.
You don't want that.
That's really been holding me back because I got no one to bounce off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I see. I gotta have a conversation. I can't just talk. I don't have to do about it. So they just talk to themselves or something.
Well,
I gotta have somebody to talk
to. Yeah.
Make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, make it happen. We'll make it happen, man, and we come through, man.
All right,
family. Love y'all, man.
What you sipping on, Ed?
Oh, my Firebrand, man. My Pinot.
How is it?
It's good and it's gone. Yeah, man.
All right.
About to lay him down so I can go hit that cotton field in the morning,
Oh, man.
I got one more day off. I'm finna do a whole bunch of shit tonight.
He ain't working, boss. Yeah.
Right. Tell him about the gun line.
Oh,
take
man.
it easy, man.
All right, family.
All right, man. Peace.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take off, Eddie.